Next on All Access.
One thing I am sure of, and that will never change, is that I am a Patriot for life.
Be the most physical team. The rest will take care of itself. 7-8-3, 1, 2, 3.
He fires toward the end of touchdown! Patriots! A laser by Jones to Kendrick Bourne!
Patriots are indeed the champions of the American Football Conference of the National Football League.
Time now for the Bellatrader. A lot of looks at Miami.
It's not all hill, but it's a lot of hill.
Close but no cigar doesn't cut it in the National Football League as the Patriots lose on opening day. Hello and welcome to Patriots All Access presented by Geico. I'm Steve Burton. After spotting Philadelphia a 16-point lead, New England displayed a resiliency that should help them going forward. They'll need that, plus more, when they play their first division opponent, the Miami Dolphins, in a primetime affair on Sunday night. We'll break down the game, plus go behind the scenes for a one-of-a-kind halftime ceremony. To kick things off, here are the sights and sounds from the Eagles game.
The single-eyed safety directing things on the back end for the Patriots. The Eagles go empty. Two receivers wide, including Goddard, who's been quiet today. Three receivers wide to the left from the 27. Snap to Hurts. He's going to run through the left side. A gaping hole, and he's through. Ball's loose. The Patriots have it. A fumble recovery at the 41.
What are you doing? Yeah, let's go. My boy. You're savage, bro. Go off.
Turn on the bright lights. Let's start the show. You're in the big time. Everybody, let's go.
What's up, man? Hey, Laura. How you doing, man? How you doing? Good to see you. Hey, how you doing, man? Good. Congratulations. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
You and the Patriots. 1 year, but it's a damn good one.
First one of the year, fellas. First one. Be the most physical team. The rest will take care of itself. 7-8-3, 1, 2, 3.
Everybody, let's go.
Be 110% unit.
Takes the snap. He's a pressure by Judon, who gets to the quarterback for the sack at the 15. Jones takes the snap. Four-man rush. Go to the near side. Ball flutters off the hands of Bourne. Picked off. Slade runs it along the near side past the 50. Across the 40. And cut right past Jones. Jones bumps a fake toward Jones and then drops it off for Ezekiel Elliott, who fumbles as he maneuvers across the 25. The Eagles seemingly recover.
Take your time. Do your job. No one needs to do anything special. No one.
Jones takes the snap. He's pressured. Throws it left corner of the end zone. Henry. Touchdown. Patriots. He takes the snap. He stands in. He fires toward the end zone. Touchdown! Patriots! A laser by Jones to Kendrick Bourne.
One thing I am sure of, and that will never change, is that I am a Patriot for life.
And And the kick is good. Karam's through. It's good on the bounce. Kick is lifted to the uprights, right down the middle.
All summer long. Sorry, Rob. All summer long. We're ready for this, all right?
Max Stetson throws to the end zone. By board. His second touchdown of the day.
Hey, a couple different situations. Hey, let's go. A couple different situations here depending on what happens, right? We'll talk about it after that.
From the 27, snap to Hurts. He's going to run through the left side. A gaping hole, and he's throws. The ball goes loose. The Patriots have it. A fumble recovery at the 41. Stands in, slides right, moves up, throws it right. Henry there, he can't make the catch through his hands. They come up short, 25-20.
Welcome back to All Access, presented by Geico in our Bob's Discount Furniture Studios, along with Mike Reese and Paul Perillo. Okay, game one is in the books, right? Are you more optimistic or pessimistic after game one?
There's a lot of reasons for both sides. I would say there's a lot of optimism in that they were able to put forth a really solid defensive effort, kept them in the game. Offensively, I thought they did some different things to get the ball moving after a slow start. On the other side, though, Mike, and this is where I kind of lean, it was kind of the same old story. You get close, you can't make the plays, you can't close in a close game against a quality opponent.
You guys free this week? I think I owe you some beverages from last week.
Well, you guys went on your own. I don't know what happens after the show with the guys who only pick the team to win.
There you go.
Yeah, it's the club.
I picked them, they lost, so I want to be accountable to that. I am optimistic, Steve, in this standpoint. They are healthy, came out of the game healthy in the sense of no major injuries. I think the big story this week in the NFL, Aaron Rodgers, shows you how things can change. So start with health.
A heartbeat.
Start with health. But I don't think that's what you were asking when you say optimistic or pessimistic based on the team itself. I see signs of promise, but they got some things to clean up, right?
Okay, all right, so you are...
I'm going optimistic. I'm not sitting on the fence.
Okay,
but
all
me too,
right.
because I see signs that are promising, much better than last year, for example.
No question.
But I don't want to let them off the hook, is what I'm trying to tell you.
I like that, Mike. I like that. Biggest surprise in game one?
So this, to me, is kind of where I'm going to let you off the hook, Mike, a little bit for your pick, because I think you were closer to the way the game unfolded. Defense, to me, the biggest surprise, when this team, since Brady left, has gone against a quality opponent, a quality offense, especially dual threat quarterbacks, the defense has been scrambling. That was not the case on Sunday. I thought the Patriots defense from start to finish was really, really strong. They didn't have really any dips. 4 scoring drives, all field goals. I think you'll take that any day of the week. Obviously, the turnovers were the difference in the game, but I thought the way that they played defense for 60 minutes against a really good offense, that was my biggest surprise.
2 surprises for me, one on the positive side, one on the negative. Offensive line. If you told me that they were going to be without starting guards Cole Strange and Mike Owenu and hang in there, like obviously it wasn't perfect,
no,
right?
That's a good,
they hung in there,
good phrase.
and I didn't think that was the reason they lost the game. But on the pessimistic side, here's my question. Where's Juju? All right? Game's on the line, and your top free agent signing, 3 years, $25 million contract, isn't on the field. Kayshon Boutte, a rookie 6th-round pick, is, and he's not getting his feet in bounds on the sideline. I know they don't necessarily play the same spot all the time at receiver, but to me, they played 80 offensive snaps, and Juju was on for about 44 of them.
Well, you talked about the rotation. They were talking about the rotation.
There's a rotation for your top receiver, Steve? I mean, Kendrick Bourne wasn't rotating out. He played almost all of them. That, to me, is a concern, question, surprise, however you want to say it, that I want to drill down on, because that really surprised me from the opening game.
He's coming with fire.
Yeah, he's bringing it.
He's bringing it.
He's not happy.
Coming with fire. Well, don't go anywhere, because we got you coming up later on in the show as well. We'll be back with more Patriots All Access right after this.
Coming up on All Access.
A conversation with Patriots receiver Kendrick Bourne.
I need to help the team win. Most likely, the plays are going to come my way at some point.
And later, relive one of Gillette Stadium's greatest moments, the halftime ceremony honoring Tom Brady.
And not that we put it on the map, but I think a lot more people in the U.S. know where the New England Patriots play.
You're watching Patriots All Access.
Patriots All Access is brought to you by Bank of America, the official bank of the New England Patriots. And by Ace Ticket, where New England fans go for tickets to all their favorite events. Visit aceticket.com. And by AdCare. Be recovery strong. Speak up and reach out. Ask for help. Call AdCare at 800-ALCOHOL.
Welcome into the Social Media Minute. I'm Tamara Brown. The headline on social over the weekend was, of course, Tom Brady's return to Foxborough. Special teams captain Matthew Slater said it best. How fortunate were we, whether playing with him, covering him, or watching him online, being able to witness the 20 years of an unparalleled run. Here's the reaction from people in person and watching online. In case you missed it on social media, the Patriots are selling game day posters for every home game. Here is a look at the Week 1 poster, and for each home game following, there will be a different design created by various artists. Go to patriots.com to secure yours today. That's it for this week's Social Media Minute. See you same time, same place next week.
Welcome back to All Access presented by Geico. Can New England build on the positives they displayed on opening day? Here's Dan Roach with the latest on the Patriots.
Last thing you want to do is 12, 14, 15, 16 games into this, talk about how well we played, but we didn't get the job done.
Yeah, look, there's no moral victories.
There are no more victories.
We don't do no more victories around here.
The theme was loud and clear after the Patriots lost to the Eagles. Improved, but not good enough.
Take everything as a learning experience. A lot of good, a lot of bad, and try to correct the bad.
I thought we did a solid job this past game, but obviously some things we could clean up, so kind of like the situational plays.
Meanwhile, no one took Sunday's loss harder than Mac Jones, but it didn't take long for him to move on to Miami.
Biggest thing for me is 24-hour rule, win or lose. Just, enjoy the win if you win, and then learn from the loss if you lose. So just trying to get better at those things, apply those things this week in practice, and then move on to a really good team.
Jones took several big hits Sunday, but simply got up, brushed himself off, and got right back out there.
I take a lot of pride in that, but just standing in there, taking shots if I have to. You also have to be smart. This is a league full of a lot of really good players, and they're coming to knock your head off. So got to make sure you show that passion and show it in unique ways. For me, it's standing in the pocket and ripping it.
Sometimes don't notice it during the game, right? Because it's the game and you're not seeing everything, and then you get home and watch the film and watch him standing in there knowing he's going to take a shot, delivering a ball. I think that shows a lot of maturity and toughness from him.
Miami comes in off an impressive opening win at the LA Chargers, a game where Tua Tagovailoa threw for 466 yards and 3 touchdowns.
It's underestimated how good he really is and the plays he's done. He's won. If you look at his record, while he's been there, he's won a lot of games for him. Regardless of what people say, he's won games, and like I said, it's a production business. So when you look at his record, and he's a winning quarterback for him, so we're going to have a work cut out for us.
Sunday night marks the first time this season the Patriots will wear their throwback uniforms. They'll also wear them here Sunday, December 3rd against the LA Chargers. Patriots 7-1 all time here at Gillette Stadium, wearing those beautiful throwbacks. For Patriots All Access, I'm Dan Roach.
All right, Dan Roach, thank you very much for joining me now. It's Patriot wide receiver Kendrick Bourne. Good to have you on the show, my friend.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me.
I heard Mac Jones talk about the 24-hour rule. Good or bad, let it go. First of all, are you good at that, and is the team good at that?
Yeah, I've been good at that. Just moving on, you know what I mean? Putting the past in the past, learning from your mistakes, but moving on and looking forward, man.
You played pretty much 91% of the team's offensive plays. You got to feel pretty good about that.
Yeah.
You have more of a role.
Yeah.
So when that happens, how locked in do you have to be?
Just very focused, knowing my keys, everything that I need to help the team win. Most likely, the plays are going to come my way at some point, playing that many snaps. So just being ready for that moment each and every time it comes.
Do you go from series to series or play to play when you look at that?
Definitely play to play. You know what I mean? Because each play goes into the next play. So Making good plays helps the next play. Trying to avoid mistakes, avoid bad plays is the key.
The offense.
Yeah.
Came close. You're here. You got to get to here to get over the hump. How do you make that adjustment?
Just executing, man. Learning from what we messed up on, what we're not so good at, and just making it happen the next time we get opportunity. Certain looks, and just executing when we get the right look, the right play call, and we know we can win at this play, and just making it happen, man, is what we got to do each play.
Miami, they can score in a hurry, right? Does the offense feel more pressure knowing that these guys can score and you have to keep up?
Yeah, great defense, great offense, explosive offense. So just putting up points, man. That's our job on offense, is to score points. And that's what we got to do, man. So you got to score points to win the game. And they got a great defense, so it's going to be a good test for us. And just going out there making plays and having fun.
I can feel your energy. Yes, sir. You bring that energy. Where does that energy come from?
Family, man. Just growing up, family. My mom has got great energy, my dad. And just enjoying life, man. Being appreciative of where I'm at and living in the moment, man, and taking advantage of it.
Is it contagious?
It's very. My teammates, I know they appreciate it. And you need good energy, man, to make the day go better.
Yeah.
Having good energy on the field helps a lot.
Good luck.
Yes, sir.
On Sunday night.
Yes, sir.
Kendrick Bourne, I guess we'll be back with more Patriots All Access right after this.
To kick off the 28th season and celebrating high school football, we're proud to congratulate Brian Kelleher of Hanover High School as our first Coach of the Week recipient of the 2023 season. The Hawks defeated the defending Division IV Super Bowl champs last week for Kelleher's first win as Hanover head coach. Presenting the award is Pro Football Hall of Famer Andre Tippett.
Outwork the guy across the line of scrimmage from you, outwork the guy that's next to you. That's going to make us all better.
The Patriots Charitable Foundation will donate $1,000 to the Hanover football program in the name of Brian Kelleher.
I'd just like to thank Mr. Tippett and the Kraft family, and honestly, it's the players. Every one of them did a great job the other night. Really, this guy is all for you guys.
Let's go, boys. Family on three. 1, 2, 3. Family!
Welcome back to Patriots All Access. Time to sit down, talk to Coach Belichick now. And Coach, obviously no moral victories in the NFL. It's either a win or a loss. But you guys did a lot of good things in that Philadelphia game. There's things that could be corrected. What's the message to the team as far as balancing, how you talk to them and what you're looking for?
Pretty much what you just said, Joe. There's some good things to build on, but it wasn't enough. There were too many things that we didn't do well enough, and so we did improve those.
11 rookies stressed out. I don't know if that's a high or a low average for you, going back over the years. But at some point down the road, that's really got to help as far as experience with the type of schedule you guys are playing. Fair to say?
Yeah, well, let's hope so. We got a lot of experience, but, we need a lot. There's certainly, a lot of things that those guys learned, and, we all just need to do a better job than we did against the Eagles. But, it's good to have some of those guys out there gaining that experience.
I've talked to you a lot about Tyreek Hill in the past, whether he's with the Chiefs. We saw him last year with Miami. How unique of a player is he because of his speed and how fast he is?
Yeah, he's pretty special. We'll check him out on the Illustrator. He can smoke it out there.
You guys have always done a good job against him. Whether I think Jonathan Jones usually gets that matchup, but going into this game with the type of production they had, and Tua going over 460, not giving up the big play over the top, the chunk plays. Fair to say?
Yeah, when they get it all in one play, there's no chance to play defense again, so got to keep it in front of you.
Speaking of defense, a lot of tension on Miami because of their offense and who they have there. Vic Fangio is in as defensive coordinator. We're going to see him a lot now in the division. What's his style, even with Jalen Ramsey being out, but what type of style of defense does he play? What's he try to do on defense?
Similar to what Philadelphia did, a mix of the 5- and 4-man fronts and, a lot of really what ends up man-to-man coverage with a little bit of, quarters and some rotation off the quarters. So those are the main things. They'll blitz enough to keep you honest, but not a heavy blitzing team. Certainly not like it was in the past with, when Josh Boyer was a defensive coordinator in Miami.
Okay, time now for the Ace Ticket Twitter question of the week, and it comes from D-Gang Gibson 1. It's like some old guitar, I guess. Wants to talk about halftime. Obviously, you didn't get to see halftime. You're in coaching your team, but Tom was back. A lot of ex-players back that you've coached over the years. Was it cool to run into any of those guys?
Yeah, it sure was. Yeah, we saw a lot of them before the game, and a couple of guys stopped by after the game. So there's a lot of familiar faces there. We've all grown a little bit, but it's good to see him back, and it's great day to honor Tom and recognize his great accomplishments here.
Any of those guys try to get the free meal, pregame meal? Pay for them now?
Post-game meal too.
Okay, if you want to ask the coach a question, you have to follow the team on Twitter @Patriots, #AskBB. You mentioned Tyreek Hill. Probably see a lot of him in the Balustrade, right?
Absolutely.
All right, there you go. We'll have the Balustrade for you. Then more Patriots All Access will return right after this.
Coming up on All Access.
As the Patriots will wear their throwbacks on Sunday, we look back at a Patriots Dolphins classic. But first, behind the scenes in honoring Tom Brady.
So sweet.
It's awesome.
A lot of good memories in this office.
Yeah.
You're watching Patriots All Access.
Patriots All Access is brought to you by Putnam Investments. Putnam Investments and the New England Patriots, proud partners committed to an active game plan on the field and off. By Gillette Labs with exfoliating bar, Gillette's ultimate shaving experience. And by Dan O'Brien Auto. Come in to any Dan O'Brien Auto Group store today and get your awesome protection plan, keeping it awesome.
It's hard to celebrate the Hall of Fame career of Tom Brady in a regular season halftime segment, but fans got a chance to say thank you to TB12 in a ceremony befitting of a champion. Here's a behind-the-scenes look at the Foxborough faithful saying thank you to Tom.
One thing I am sure of, and that will never change, is that I am a Patriot for life.
What's up, guys?
There you go, everybody, and they smile there.
We'll be right back. We're just going to accept his office.
How we doing? And Jackie, you remember Myra, our KK's wife, and used to literally sit here and play Legos on the floor with her.
Really?
Yeah, and I'd bring you up. So sweet.
It's awesome.
A lot of good memories in this office.
Yeah.
Where did that come from? Holy cow.
Someone sent it to me.
Was that you, Dad?
Big thing.
Think so.
Well, they complimented because they said it could be me.
That's why I used to go. Love Tom. Love Tom. Good luck, Tom. Thanks for the memories.
20 full years. It was a wonderful time. Thanks a lot, Tom.
Please welcome our first ever keeper of the light back at Gillette Stadium, the greatest of all time, Tom Brady!
I feel it every single time, but today was unbelievable.
Pretty cool, huh? That's awesome.
Yeah. Pretty awesome. One thing we love in New England, we love our sports heroes, and we love the people that have brought a lot of fun moments to our lives, and I'm so happy to be a part of those moments along with all my great teammates, my great coaches, the best organization this league has ever seen. And it's always about the team, and it's about what you can do to help the team, and it's what you can do to help your community, and what you can do to help your family, and what you can do to help your school. And that's ultimately what gives back the most, because when you put it all out, you know, the world has a way of bringing it back to you, and that's certainly what I felt today.
the 4-year wait period and place Tom Brady in the Patriots Hall of Fame next spring. For the first time ever, we will host a Hall of Fame induction ceremony in Gillette Stadium. Tom, there's not enough time for me, my family, and all our fans to express how much we want to say thank you to you. So we look forward to doing it at that Hall of Fame ceremony, 6/12/24. And with that, the greatest of all time.
I love you guys. Love you, man. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.
I was so fortunate to be drafted here 2 decades ago, 23 years to be exact, not even knowing where New England was on the map. And not that we put it on the map, but I think a lot more people in the U.S. know where the New England Patriots play.
A surreal day. I had a great time growing up as a kid in California, but I really grew up here in New England. And living here in Massachusetts and Boston, I lived in Franklin, I lived in Quincy, I lived in Boston, I lived in Chestnut Hill, and I wouldn't change a day in my life because of the incredible people that have come into my life. So this is a very special day for my family, for myself, for a lot of people, for a lot of reasons. So I'm just happy we got to be back here and celebrate something really special.
One thing I am sure of, and that will never change, is that I am a Patriot for life.
How you doing, boy? Man, love you, man. Thanks, baby. Congrats, brother.
Look at you all that gray hair.
Yeah, man, you look good.
It's coming too.
Yeah.
I don't like it. Look at this guy.
Hey, what's up, man? How you doing? Congrats on everything, man.
Thanks, babe. I appreciate it. What's up, man?
Good,
How you doing?
I'm good, bro.
This is awesome.
Congratulations,
I got all my
dog.
boys here. I love you guys so much. And I'll see you next summer. Thank you. Thank you.
And just a reminder, as Robert Kraft announced, save the date, June 12, 2024. That's the day Tom Brady goes into the Patriots Hall of Fame.
As the Patriots prepare to don their throwback Pat Patriot helmets and uniforms when they take on Miami, we look back at one of the most unforgettable Patriots-Dolphins games ever.
Here we are at the Orange Bowl in Miami, Florida for the AFC Championship game. Whoever would have believed in the early part of the season that the Patriots would be here?
Patriots have not won here in 18 straight games. This one is for the right to play in Super Bowl 20.
Let's get it. We can go, baby. We can go. Hey, Duffy, let's go.
Mason drops back. Brooks to throw. He cuts once and throws. Touchdown. Patriots. Tony Collins. The Patriots have the lead. It's Easton on the fake. Fires in the end zone. And that one is a touchdown. Patriots.
On a trio of touchdown passes, the Patriots reeled off 21 unanswered points, and the Miami Jinx appeared a thing of the past.
Jinx stinks. The Jinx is dead, baby. I'm too young to remember that anyway. I don't know nothing about it either.
The Patriots are hot. They beat the Jets and the Raiders in the last 2 weeks.
Throw it one more time, Danny boy.
Miami's going to have to hold on to the ball today.
6 Miami turnovers allowed New England to control the ball an amazing 40 minutes.
They're on to have to stop that running game that's been averaging 145 yards per ball game for the Patriots.
Using 2 sets of fresh backs on the soggy turf, the Patriots overpowered the Dolphins 31-14.
Njoku rides into the end zone. Touchdown, New England.
Tremendous feeling over on that sideline for these New England Patriots. What a job they've done.
What the conversation is as they stand there letting the clock run away.
Well, there's a real bond among these players. Very close-knit group. They feel like they've done this together, and they certainly have.
Man, work together. You know what I'm saying? Brothers, man. Love you, man. Love you like a brother.
And the Patriots are jumping up and down. That means that the Patriots are indeed the champions of the American Football Conference of the National Football League.
Welcome back to Patriots All Access. Time now for the Bellastrator. A lot of looks at Miami. Coach starts right here with Tyreek Hill, right?
Well, it sure does, yeah. Hill had a big game last week against the Chargers, and 11 for 215, 2 touchdowns. So it's not all Hill, but it's a lot of Hill.
Needless to say, going downhill here.
So here he is, play where he comes out in motion and then, swings back inside, catch it, and then, the fun starts with him after the catch. He's a very explosive, dynamic player. So, he's a combination. Sometimes he's in the slot, sometimes he's in the outside position. He loves to run the over routes, loves to run the go routes, and those deep post patterns. So all the above. I mean, here he just runs away from the coverage, and Tua puts it on him. So
a lot of speed guys in this league. They love to just stay outside and go vertical, but he's never been afraid to go over the middle and take a shot too.
No, he's gone over the middle, and he's gone up and made some tough catches and taken some big hits. And here he is outside, again getting over the middle here, and again this. It's like a 12, 14-yard pass, but, he's able to make these guys miss and run through some arm tackles and, just turn those 15-yarders into 30-yarders. That's really what he did against the Chargers. I mean, it was almost half their offense. Here, he's just going to release outside and, get 3-4 yards behind the defense. It's an easy touchdown.
Plus, protection looks pretty good for Tua, too. When you can sit there, a little bit flat foot, reset, look.
Yeah. So, here it is. It's 34-30. Fourth quarter, 4 minutes to go in the game, a little under 4 minutes to go in the game. And, what does Miami do? Oh, here's Hill.
Huh. Stack. Computer. Oh. Takes one shot like that.
Well,
chunk play.
And now with less than 2 minutes to go, minute 48 to go in the game.
Now, real quick, we look at this. You sit here, and I'm looking at the way this is defended. There's no way that could be a fade here. Like, there's no way he's going to be able to get to the fade. And he does. Great ball, great catch.
Yeah. So, so they put up 36 points, and then, defensively come out there and, have to make a stop on the Chargers. And Chargers really had moved the ball pretty well. All day. This is Seiler, signed a big contract with him there a little bit earlier in the season, getting inside and sacking Herbert, and then to finish it off, 4th and 13, with a minute to go in the game. And again, field goal wins now for the Chargers, 4th and 13, and this is Phillips off the edge, and they blitz the corner here inside and sandwich the quarterback there, and that's it. So big day for the offense, big day for Tyreek Hill, and defensively, Miami came through on the last drive there when they had to.
They got Chubb, too.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Hey, Sunday Night Football, home game this week. Go get them.
All right, thanks. I appreciate
there you
it.
go. There's your Bellastrator. More Patriots All Access. We'll return right after this.
Patriots All Access is brought to you by Bank of America, the official bank of the New England Patriots, and by Putnam Investments. Putnam Investments and the Patriots, proud partners committed to an active game plan on the field and off.
Welcome back to Patriots All Access in our Bob's Discount Furniture Studios. Back with Mike Reese and Paul Perillo. Before we talk about the Miami Dolphins, obviously the elephant in the room is Aaron Rodgers going down. Just like that, Jets season changes in a heartbeat. How does that affect the Patriots?
Yeah, and I think it could change the Patriots season in a heartbeat too. You know, everybody likes to do the win totals, the win projections, Mike, and everybody's like, well, I could see them winning 10 or I could see them winning 7 and, you know, anywhere in between there. Well, I think most people would have looked at those 2 games against the Jets and they said they'd be hard-pressed to at least split them. Now I think you're probably going to sweep them. I just think Zach Wilson changes the whole equation.
Reminds me a little bit of 2008, just to bring it back to the Patriots. I'll never forget going into that locker room when Brady went down in the 15th offensive play, if I remember it right, and just how that locker room needed to regroup. Look, I think the Jets still really good defense. Like those aren't going to be easy games. But Paul, to your point, like if they had any semblance of like capable quarterback play against the Patriots last year, Patriots probably don't sweep them, right? So,
absolutely.
So sort of a similar outlook as I look at it now with Rodgers going down.
All right, we'll talk about the Jets. They're down the road. Not that far down the road, but down the road. Miami Dolphins. Yeah. And we want to talk about the Patriots defense stopping the Miami Dolphins. Okay, there's concerns about the defense. Not really, because they came up big, but do they have concerns this week?
Yeah, different opponent for sure. Much more speed-based, and where you had the dual-threat quarterback with Jalen Hurts, I don't think Tua is much of a threat with his legs. Now, he's poses some other problems, Mike, and certainly Tyreek Hill is as dangerous a weapon as there is. You just don't see Bill Belichick spending the amount of time on one guy the way he did Tyreek Hill. This guy's a different animal, Mike. So I do think when you look at the way the Patriots defense played against Philadelphia, it was outstanding. Different kind of animal, though. It's a dual-threat quarterback. I don't think Tua's going to hurt you with his legs, but Tyreek Hill, as you saw, is going to hurt you with his. And I think that is a whole different sort of challenge for that defense this week.
Paul, he spends 6 plays on the Bellastrator on this show. Imagine how many times he's showing his own team in the meeting room. Tyreek Hill, this is, if I have it right, the 8th time the Patriots will face Tyreek Hill. I always think about the history of it. AFC Championship game, the game that preceded the win over the Rams in the Super Bowl. They held him to 1 catch for 42 yards. That's the template. Like if you do it right, Jonathan Jones, key part of that, right? Mm-hmm. Then you go back year prior to that when he came here as a member of the Chiefs, and I mean 3 touchdowns, lighting up the scoreboard. So it's that explosive.
I'm going to put you guys on the spot. Mac versus Tua.
Yeah.
Tua's been pretty good against the Patriots.
Yeah, he's never lost. 4-0 against New England. And I do think there's a lot of similarities here. Obviously, they're both Alabama quarterbacks. But I think that they're sort of guys that when things are structured properly, they can be extremely productive. And it's when they get off platform that I think plays sometimes break down. Tua will throw some up for you. And he'll give you some chances. I thought Mac did that against Philadelphia as well. On the occasions where he was a little bit pressured, it didn't look quite as good. But the difference is, I think, the weapons that Tua has. And I think that gives him an edge over Mac. We'll see how it plays out Sunday night.
And drilling down on Mac a little bit, I think, he showed promising signs in the opener in the second quarter. But then in the fourth quarter, 2 opportunities to get over the hump and lead this team to a comeback win. I'm looking at that aspect of things to say, like, can they get him over the hump? Can he get over the hump? Because I thought there were a few decisions, the delay of game that he made at the end that I know he was kicking himself over. To me, that's a top storyline around this team right now.
It's a great point, too, because you contrast that to Tua out in Los Angeles. Game's on the line inside the 2-minute warning. Throws a perfect touchdown pass to Tyreek Hill to put the Dolphins ahead, and they end up winning a shootout, 36-34. Couple of things we haven't really seen from Mac. The high-scoring games and the come-from-behind games, but he's still searching for those.
All right, prediction time. Did they come back 0-2, or did they finish 1-1?
Well, I was a little upset with how mad you guys got at me last week, so I'm going to change my tune. I do think this is a great spot for the Patriots. I think Miami had an emotional win all the way across the country. They come back, then they have to fly up north. Patriots get it done 27-20.
Yeah, I'm close to Paul. I'll say Patriots 24-20. And if I come back 0-2, it'll be double. I'll take you out twice. How's that? I'm doubling down on it.
I'm going with you guys. All right, great job as usual. That'll do it for this week's edition of Patriots All Access. For Mike Reese and Paul Perillo, I'm Steve Burton. Have a great week, everybody.